Yo, what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all access to motivated and inspiring videos on this Fammission Friday. Every Friday, let's get to the podcast. Yo, what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast, and today we got another special guest. Matter of fact, this is second time on. Yeah, it's the second time on. So, man, we're going to see what's up with him. We're going to do some catching up and tell the little stories and shit and just see what's happening with the family member. Let me bring him in the party and let him introduce himself. How you doing today?
Yo, do you hear me, world?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's your boy, Big Miz, CEO Michael Young out of Peoria, Illinois. You know what I'm talking about? Doing business all the time, major boss moves at all times. So I'm just in here trying to touch base with y'all, see how y'all doing. It's been like a year since I touched base with you, my boy. You know, it's always growth and development my way all the time.
Yes, indeed, man. How you doing today, man? You know, I have to tell you, man, I appreciate you taking the time out your day to come chop it up on this hour of power. But, man, what's going on today, man? How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man, as always. Any day that we got breath in our lungs is a great day. You know what I'm saying? Any day that, you know what I'm saying, you're making progress is a great day. So, you know, I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, in life we come against a lot of adversity. Some of it unnecessary, but you always got to push forward and keep on pushing at all times. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things going on in my life. But I know that, you know what I'm saying, God got a bigger plan for the boy. So I just keep on cruising through, you know what I'm saying? Good, bad, and ugly. So, you know, man, I'm doing great, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed to be here with my boy, Monty G. You know, we go way back, you know what I'm talking about? 90s, man. You know what I'm talking about?
You already know. You already know. So, yeah, man, where everybody at and out there, man? Where y'all checking in from, man? Go ahead and show my boy some love. Drop a couple 100 points and drop, you know what I'm saying, where y'all listening and where y'all watching from, man. Y'all on Facebook or y'all on YouTube, and what state y'all in? Go ahead and drop it in the comment, man. Show some love. Yeah, Big Miz, man. What's been going on in the town, bro?
Oh man, it's been a lot going on in the town, bro. Like a lot of good, a lot of everything, a lot of good, a lot of bad. You know what I'm saying? A lot of drama. The town been smacking, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been trying to reach out and touch out to these kids, man, but you know, it's just a lot going on. You know, we got a long history of violence in this place, man. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it's a long history of violence in this place, and we probably touch on a lot of that in our talk here today. But before we ever get started, I just want to always touch base with the young ones out here and let them know, like, man, bro, if you could find another way, find another way, because man, that way you going, that ain't the route. You know what I'm saying? That's not the route. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody out here is close to each other, know each other, and man, people falling and dropping left and right. You know what I'm saying? These youngins in here running in niggas' houses and you know what I'm saying, trying to take everything they got and they killing people in the process. You know, we all live that lifestyle, but man, guess what? It's a lot easier to go and find something that you like to do and go and find a job and make these people pay you for the thing that you like to do than to run in somebody's house and face a 60-30 or face a 30 to life. You know, been there, done that. It's exciting when you're young, but I'm trying to tell you, you know, I'm here to tell you that ain't the way. That ain't the way. If you could do anything else, do something else. But, you know, that's on another note. I don't want to be negative all the time. I just always had to touch the shorties, though.
No, you know, that ain't negative, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like you said, we was young like that, right? So we can't be biased, right? So hear me out. What could a person did or said to you to make you change that mindset that you was in when you felt like you was wilding?
Man, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't know what a person could have said or done or said to me to make me change my ways or my actions. But
Mhm.
I wish somebody would have told me that the way you thinking right there in that moment, it's gonna be different from that here in a minute. It's gonna be different from that after that moment. So
Mhm.
when you mad at that dude and you like, man, I wanna do something to him and his family. After that moment, it's gonna be different. It's gonna
Mhm.
be you're not even gonna be thinking about doing what you might have done or thought about doing in that moment. So take a moment, take a second, take a minute, take an hour to think about the consequences of your actions before you actually do an action. Because a lot of times, man, these youngins, man, they be so gone off life, so gone off drugs, so gone off liquor that they'll react in a moment, but it'll cost them their whole life. I saw a meme. It said something like if you had 829,000 in the bank and somebody stole $10, would you throw away that whole 829,000 to chase after the
That's it.
$10? You know, and they say it's like 839 seconds or something like that in a day, 839,000 seconds in a day, and yet people make life decisions in them 10 seconds and throw away their whole life in them 10
Yeah.
seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
bro. Yeah, I know
so
exactly what you mean, bro. You know, I seen something that was like, man, I was talking to a person and I'm like, man, how many they was in jail. They said, how many seconds you had, how many seconds was it for you to get life? And like, what you mean? He like, cause on your paper, they say, the crime happened around this time, possibly this time, and the
yeah,
police pulled up at this time. So between that, that's
yeah,
what got you this whole life, right?
yeah,
And that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people, they go off of their feelings, right?
yeah,
And that's the same reason they say don't drink and drive.
yeah,
Because when you, like you said, when you drunk and you high and you all that shit, bro, you making poor decisions. And that decision that you made, like shit, I can make it home. That split second can take it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Everybody
It
ain't make
could,
it
it
home.
could,
And it's the
it
same
could.
with in the streets, and it's the same with the rules of the
Yeah,
road. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So I just encourage everybody out there to, what I'm saying, each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? If you got something positive to say to a shorty, man, say it to him because it might affect the trajectory of his whole life. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? If you see a shorty in a moment and you can reach him and touch him, just say what you got to say to him. You know what I mean? A lot of times with shorties, they be like, man, that old cat, he don't know nothing, wipe it down. But every now and then there be one or two that be like, man, I hear him, you know what I'm saying? And they
Mm.
might change a split second of their life and they might change their whole life. So that's what I'm all about out here. I'm just all about positivity, putting a good vibe out here, being great in this world, you know what I'm saying, leaving a good legacy, you know what I'm saying, for the next generation and the next generation. You
Hey,
know.
I like what you said though. They be like, man, his old ass, he don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. So, um, can you tell me a story? Like, what is one of the worstest things happened to you, and you felt like, bro, this is it,
Oh,
and God came through and showed up and showed out, and now
real
after
talk.
this, use your story as a testimony. What happened in your life that you felt like, bro, it was over, and
Well,
now you can share it to the kids
well,
so they don't think
I'll
you
touch
just that.
base. How many people we got on? How many people we got on? Because I'm gonna
We
pour
got
my
five. We
testimony
got
out there.
we got 5 people and 5 likes and 5 loves. So I
Okay,
don't know
well,
how
we
what
getting
they
likes and
watching.
love. So we getting likes and love. So I'm gonna put my truth out there.
All
So
right,
you
go ahead.
say the worst thing that happened to me in my life. First, before
Yeah.
I even talk about the worst thing, you know what I'm saying, I just talk about, you know what I'm saying, some of the great things that happened in my life is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, 40-something years old, and I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I'm still thriving as a black man in America. So I would put that out there.
Okay.
Some of the worst things that happened in my life as a young man, you know, I made a lot of decisions, poor decisions, you know, following the trendy stuff, trying to be popular, trying to do the things that, you know what I'm saying, trying to survive. You know what I mean? Like trying to feed my family, doing the things that I felt that would make me more of a stable in my environment, as we all do, as a lot of young men do these days. You know what I'm saying? So one of the worst things that happened to me was on my path, you know what I'm saying, of, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs, playing with guns, womanizing, doing all the things that, you know what I'm saying, we all do as young men, and feeling like I wasn't harming nobody, right?
Uh-huh.
The Mikey situation, you know about it. You know what I'm saying? The Mikey situation. My best friend, my brother, you know what I'm saying, my family, you know, was taken away from me. Early in my life, we had a studio, we had a record company. You know, me and Mikey were CEOs of the record company, and we had our own home studio. We had, you know, we were making music. We were, you know, doing all the things that we do. You know what I'm saying? We were funding all this through, you know, of course, drug money. You know what I'm saying? And this man was near and dear to my heart. He was near and dear to you too, bro. But he was near and dear to a lot of people, but he was near and dear to me. This was my main man, you know what I'm saying? My road dog every day. Who, you know what I'm saying? I called him when I got up, and, you know what I'm saying, dropped him off when I went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And so we had our company started and everything was going. At the time, we were making considerable money in the streets. You know what I'm saying? He had his situation, I had my situation. But we were connected, you know what I'm saying? And so long story short, I'm gambling with his brother one night. We playing blitz, you know what I mean? Like $200-300 a game, you know what I'm saying? Just playing blitz, me and his brother, you know. And before I even get started, I'm gonna put a lot of stuff out there, you know what I'm saying? I hope don't nobody get offended at what I say, but, you know, it's just the truth, you know what I'm saying? As I saw it through my eyes. And so I'm with his brother playing the game, go home, go to sleep as normal. I'm gonna wake up in the morning and we gonna do what we do, right? So long story short, the police, like, I get a phone call in the morning to make a move. I go to make a move, the little homie tried to jack me and took off running. That was odd to me. So it's me and my guy Q Diggs. I get with Q Diggs, you know what I'm saying? And me and Q Diggs, we riding around. We looking for the little homie, like, man, what are you on? You know what I'm saying? Whole time while we riding around, we get phone call like, hey man, it's an APB out for you. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, you armed and dangerous. I'm like, yeah, I am armed and dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a little homie. I'm thinking he done called the police on me. But no, it wasn't that. Long story short, my mom called me like, man, the police is looking for you. They saying to turn yourself in. Watch you bang, woo woo. Like, what you talking about? They're like, man, she like, man, your friend got killed last night. And I think his girlfriend got killed too. What? They like, she like, they telling you to turn yourself in. Now at the time, I'm young. I'm 20-something years old. I'm like, I ain't turning myself in. You know, man, I got rabbit in my blood. You got to come get me. You know what I'm saying? So me and Q did, we riding around. Sure enough, we ride around to Mikey house. His brother's name was Michael Douglas. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. My main man. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, we go around his crib, police all over there. So we like, man. So we going crazy, like, man, what's going on? So now instantly we go on the we on the investigation, like, man, okay, what all enemies we got? Who could have done this? What happened? Who out the band, right? I'm putting my life out there. I don't even tell nobody this story because you know what I'm saying. It was detrimental to my life. But
hey, but I want to hold on. I ain't gonna cut you off, but when your mom told you you had to turn yourself in, you didn't really know what was going on, right?
no, I didn't.
Okay.
I'm just a young cat, 22 years old. And I'm like, mama, mama don't understand. We don't turn ourselves in. You know what I'm saying? We don't turn ourselves in. The police got to get us. I'm still thinking about this stuff with this little shorty. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, we go down there, police down there. We're like, oh man, what's going on? So now we getting phone calls. Now we getting, we hearing, oh man, we thinking something done happened with Mikey, this, that, and the third, what the band. And they saying you did it. You know what I'm saying? They saying you did it. Like, what? This is my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I was just at his brother's house the night before. I was just sleep on the floor at my mama's feet. How I killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, they saying you did it. So my mama begging me, turn yourself in. I'm like, mama, I'm not turning myself in. Police all on TV talking about, man, he armed and dangerous. Man, we might apprehend him. We might shoot to kill. All this, bro. All this, right? All this. Mind you, the commissioner at the time know my whole family. You know what I'm saying? Stinson. At the time, know my whole family. But they like, man, we might shoot to kill. Whatever, right?
So when you heard them say that, we're gonna shoot to kill, what was you thinking? Like, what the fuck?
I'm like, man, what is they talking about? So I go hide out at the homegirl Yolanda crib, you know what I'm saying? But whole time there's an investigation going on. You know, the guys in the streets going crazy. They investigating, they grabbing people, interrogating them, all this, you know what I'm saying? So my uncle, he was a police, my uncle Vernon Ward, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, man. Love Uncle dearly, because he saved my life for real. He got through to me through my mom. He said, man, nephew, man, they saying you did this. I'm like, uncle, I ain't did nothing like that. That was my guy. He like, man, nephew, turn yourself into me because these people trying to kill you, man. So I say, man, but I ain't did nothing. He like, man, but if they catch you, they gonna kill you. They not trying to arrest you. So I tell Unc, man, come get me from Yolanda crib. Because the whole time I'm like, I don't know what's going on, right?
Right.
Unc, come get me. He personally take me to the police station, turn me and make sure that I was safe, that they ain't murk me, you know what I'm saying? So I go down there, I'm in the interrogation room, we don't talk. So I'm like, man, I don't even know what y'all got me down here for. I take a nap, boom. I wake up from the nap, they like, okay, come on. So I'm like, well, we finna go home or something? They like, no, we booking you on double murder. So I'm like, what? They're like, yeah. So now they asking me all these questions. I'm like, bro, what is y'all talking about? Y'all just said y'all booking me on double murder. Like, what is y'all talking about? They like, yeah, your boy Mikey is dead, and his girlfriend is dead, and his son said you did it. This is when I find out. Like, I kind of was hearing stuff, you know what I'm saying, before when we was doing our investigation, but I went to the crib. But this is when I solidly heard, my mama told me too, but that whole time I'm still like,
it wasn't real to you.
But this is when I really, really found out, like, they saying I killed my best friend and his girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? And they charged me with double homicide. So
now hold on. For the people that's watching, this was the story we talking about. I'm gonna post Mikey picture.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
my man, and that's his wife right there. That was true love right there. You know what I'm saying? They lived together and they died together. You know what I'm saying? That was true love. They was together since kids, like grade school. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that you know what I'm saying? That moved me a little bit right there.
Okay.
But long story short, man, bro. So they tried me with the double homicide. You know what I'm saying? I'm in prison, fighting for my life, literally fighting for my life. You know what I'm saying? The people tell me I can cop out to life with no parole. Other than that, it's death penalty automatically. You know what I'm saying? And so, whole time, you know what I'm saying? He a cop. He doing his thing. He like, man, if my nephew mom say he was at the floor sleep under his feet, then he was at the floor sleep under his feet. But my mama was a church woman, point blank period. She wasn't gonna lie for me, none of that. So when she say, hey, the man was at on the floor sleep, he was on the floor sleep. The PPD, you know what I'm saying, City Pure, you know what I'm saying, I can't think of the one detective name, but the other one name was Ledbetter. And they told him, we don't care. He's just a drug dealer and a drug user. So we don't care if he did it or not. We got a witness to say he did. My uncle get into a fight with the man, all that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they told him.
And the witness that they had was, how old was Lil Mikey?
The witness that they had was my godson. Lil Mikey was 4 years. He was 4 years old at the time. Rest in peace, Lil Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Lil Mikey. Understand, like, it's so many details to this that's crazy. Like, I can't even go into it all. But like, rest in peace, Lil Mikey. You know what I'm saying? If you see your mother murdered, if you see your father taken from your house while you there with your two little siblings, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna live a lifestyle. You're gonna have a life of trauma. And little Mike is passed on, man. You know what I'm saying? My little godson, you know what I'm saying? Behind all this, passed on. This is the domino effect. All these things that happen as a result of us making decisions as a young person. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I say rest in peace, little Mikey. Mercedes, man, I love y'all. Marissa, I love y'all. Hope y'all see this. You know what I'm saying? Mercedes out there being strong as she can. You know what I'm talking about? Marissa out there being strong. Marissa was a little baby. She was a little baby. You know?
I remember. Me and Mikey went to Springfield, and he got her name tatted across his stomach.
Yeah. Funny story. When Bertha was having Rissa, we was coming back from Atlanta to Freaknik, and Mikey lied to his mama like, we gonna be there in the morning when we was gonna be there that night, right? Why we get into a wreck, bro, and didn't make it back to the morning? We had to have a tow truck, drag the car all the way back to Peoria, but that's a whole nother side story, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, but your yay gotta be yay and your nay gotta be nay. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I told him that
sir.
too when that happened. But long story short, what was I at? What was I at, G?
Oh yeah, you was talking about how your uncle and the police got into it.
Yeah, so my
because
uncle,
they ain't believe you and shit.
Yeah, they ain't believe me. It ain't that they ain't believe me. They said it didn't matter whether I did it or not.
Yeah, they didn't care.
Just a drug dealer and a drug user. PPD, Peoria, Illinois. That's how they get down. And to this day, they try to bother me, but I'm a man. I stand on my 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing things the right way, so they cannot bother me. You know what I'm saying? They cannot bother me. You know, you sharing this story with the world. I really need to have me a Lifetime movie or something. But
man, on the real Lifetime, if y'all listening, man, y'all need to hit them up.
Hey, but for real. But long story short, they locked me up, you know what I'm saying, for the situation. I was in there for like a year, you know what I'm saying? A whole lot of things happened. You know what I'm saying? I had a baby on the way, all this and all that, you know what I'm saying? Whole time I'm in there, you know what I'm saying? Whole time I'm in there fighting for my life, right? Had a lawyer that I paid. He ran off with our money. He ran off with $22,000. You know what I'm saying? Just cause, you know. Had to get a public defender. Long story short, my uncle was working behind the scenes the whole time. He fined the cats who, you know, was really responsible for the situation. You know what I'm saying? Had a whole, you know what I'm saying, rundown laid out with them cats. Found the guns, found the murder weapons and everything. The Peoria police still was not trying to let me go, bro. They still was not trying to let me go. In the end, they ended up having to let me go. I sat in there for like a year. You know what I mean? Came back out after they arrested the guys who actually did the situation, you know what I'm saying? And had a lawsuit. Another lawyer ran off with another $20,000 of mine. And I just kind of fell into a slump, like, man, whatever. Because before I went in, I was like a lion. I was like a king, man. I made everything happen in my mind. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I was making everything happen. Felt like it was the right way, but it wasn't the right way. And God have a tendency to show you when you faltering. You know what I'm saying? And so, long story short, I came out. A lot of people question me, bro. You know what I'm saying? People question me. And here's the crazy thing, though. Here's the crazy thing. Now, I'm gonna put you in it because, man, you sitting there quiet, but you know the whole situation, right?
Yeah. Hey, I just want to hear from you.
Bro, when we was in the county, right? When we was in the county, you came to my door, right? I was in a defeated state, but you came to my door and you was like, man, bro, I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna get you out of here, bro. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get you out of here, man. That's bogus what them niggas did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you remember not J Dub, but I think his name Jason.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Remember Jeremy? Yeah. Jeremy one time came to my cell when I was on the ground praying, man, praying my heart out, like, man, Lord, just show me who did this. I don't even care to get out. If you give me the death penalty, I got the death penalty, but just let me know who did it, right? While I'm on my knees praying, bro, little buddy knock on my door. Hey, Big Mike. He like, hey, Big Mike. You Big Mike, ain't you? I'm like, yeah, bro. But you know me, I'm like, man, this nigga, man, go on, man. I don't know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Whole time he like, man, bro, them niggas bogus for did that. Woo up the Bam and them did that, man. They bogus for that. What, man? No lie, bro. The same exact moment I was on my knees praying, bro. I'm talking about tears coming down, pouring out my eyes and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole man. I'll tell you the truth. I was crying in that joint. Yeah, I thought about suicide in that joint. I thought about killing myself in that joint. But guess what? That thought came and went in a hot second. I was like, man, I'm tired of all this. I might as well grab this cable cord and end it, right? Then my second self said, nigga, you tripping, man. If you kill yourself, everybody gonna think you did it.
Yeah. I know.
You know what I'm saying? Same night I'm praying, bro. Little buddy come, knock on the door, say, man, them cats bogus, man. Them cats did that, man.
That's my little homie too.
Hey, look, I circle their names on the paper because I had a whole paper list of names. You know how we do investigation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I live under the old code. You know what I'm saying? I live under these 3Ds and 5Ps. You know what I'm saying? All the time. But
in that order. So how did you? So when I was telling you, I say, bro, I ain't know how I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I said, I'm gonna get you up out of here.
Right.
What was you thinking when you heard me say that?
I was thinking, man, this nigga tripping, man. I'm facing death penalty, nigga. This nigga tripping. What are he talking about? I got the death penalty on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I was going to visit it. I was going to the visiting room and shit. They was like, Big Mike right down there. I was like, they was like, you can't run down there though. I was like, man, fuck that. Watch this. Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah, man. You know, you finished with telling your part of your story.
What else you want to know? What else you want to know?
Because I wanted to know, like, all right, you said after the case you came home.
Yeah.
So
did you
from your words, like, how did they find out? And then you was like, damn, and they released you. And you was like, damn, bro, that shit was fucked up. Y'all had me up under that shit.
So what had happened was my uncle, you know what I'm saying? My uncle, if it wasn't for my uncle, I probably been dead by now, already executed. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, my uncle kept fighting. You know, he got a hold of one of the cats that was there that was a part of the situation, you know what I'm saying? And he got into a whole nother situation. So Unc bonded him out, but he signed an affidavit as to what happened. You know what I mean? Same situation, couple other cats, you know, catching cases and being like, man, I know this happened and that happened. So long story short, a raid happened. They found the guns. The whole time my uncle was telling these people like, man, the guns over here. This is what happened. And they like, whatever, that's just your nephew. You just, doing the most for your nephew. And he like, no, this for real. I got an affidavit. I bond this man out. This, that, and the third, right? So they end up raiding a cat crib and finding the guns. And so when they found the guns at the cat crib and a couple other people corroborated the situation, they arrested the cats who actually did the situation. And it's no fault to my little homie Mikey. You know what I'm saying? My little Mike was a baby.
Yeah. That's why I say he was 4 years old, bro. His brain wasn't even developed.
Now check this out. Right. 4 years old, you cannot even be a witness in a murder case at 4 years old.
Yeah, they know that.
But that was the witness in the murder case for a death penalty case for me, one black man that was innocent. In Peoria, Illinois. You understand? So it's no fault to Mikey because he just saw a cat with the same haircut as me, same build as me, and he was in a traumatized situation. So as a kid, he probably was telling them, hey man, dude look like Big Mike. You understand? And they like, Big Mike? Oh, okay. It was Big Mike. Big Mike did it. These grown ass detectives.
And you got to think about, out of all the millions of people, he only 4 years old. He only seen a couple people that was built like you and haircut like, you know what I'm saying?
But think about it though. If he had not gave his description, we wouldn't have know who done it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that man lived with that his whole life, man. You know what I'm saying? That man lived with that. That man had to halter his kids and hold his sisters and keep them and make them play sleep the whole night. One baby they put on top of Bertha after they done killed her, so the baby stopped crying and all this whole crazy stuff. Like, I hope don't nobody get offended at me saying this. This is just the truth. I'm just speaking the truth, and I'm hoping to reach and touch somebody's soul and spirit so that they say, like, man, it's consequences to people's actions. I'm not saying there's no consequence to. I'm not saying Bertha did nothing wrong or Mikey did nothing wrong. I'm just saying the life we was living, these type of things happen. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, we had to deal with these type of things. You know what I'm saying? None of us was wrong in the situation. It just was, thirsty niggas trying to, be thirsty. Yeah, and be hateful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this situation happened. Like, really, we was some peaceful cats. We was making music. We was trying to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? We was doing the best we could with the tools that we had. You know what I'm saying?
And what we thought would get us out the hood.
And what we thought would get us out the hood. Yeah. What we thought would get us out the hood.
You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because a lot of kids, they get into the street life like, oh man, we finna get up out the hood. Because that's the only way. But if you got to ask yourself, how many people that live that lifestyle and actually got out the hood?
Man, look, it'd be very few, man. It'd be so few and far in between, you know what I'm saying? And even when they do get out the hood, they still got to deal with the consequences of their actions because it's karma in the hood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then when you out the hood, you ain't really out the hood because if that's how you make your money, you still got to have your hands in the hood to make that money.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm telling you, all you dope boys out there, all you know what I'm saying, cats is getting money right now, all you scammers, all that, right? The feds got 7 years from today to charge you with whatever they want to charge you with, right? So when I'm sitting in the prison doing my bit, you know what I'm saying, from a man setting me up, right? I was only in the joint for 6 years and some change. So I still had to sweat for another 6-7 months when I got out the joint, thinking the feds might come and charge me with all the stuff that I did back then, right?
Man.
So if you ain't 7 years clear of your last crime, you ain't free. If you did a murder, you never free. If you did a homicide, you're never free. One of your homeboys might catch a case. He might be like, man, you know what? I know who did that homicide back in 2003. And then you cook. So I'm telling all y'all, pick a book up, man. Do something proper with your life. You know what I'm saying? Find God. Find yourself. Do something righteous. You know what I'm saying? What's your legacy going to be when you leave this earth? You know what I'm saying? What people going to say about you when you land in that casket? That's what you need to be worried about. You don't need to be worried about the diamonds and the cars and the gold and the girls. That ain't what you need to worry about. You need to worry about when you laying down, when you 6 feet deep, what is people gonna say about you?
Mm. What
What's your
kind of
legacy
person he
gonna be?
was? Yeah.
Yeah. What's somebody gonna say about you?
Was
You
he
know
a
what I'm saying?
righteous person or he was just an asshole?
Yeah. So
Pretty much. Mm.
man, what you got? What you got? We
Oh
35
man,
in. What you got,
yeah,
man? Hit me.
I'm already 30 minutes in, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch bases about the story, man, because the story was deep and I don't want to get too emotional for you. So, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
deep, bro.
We're gonna
It's a
yeah,
lot.
it's deep because I want to tell my piece like how you came home in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? It ain't over, man. You know what I'm saying?
Come on
So,
there. Come on, let's do it. Chop it up.
yeah, you know, I wanted to have a little fun real quick though. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
let's do that.
Because I got a game called Flashback Friday, so I'll be right back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey man, tell me about this picture right here.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
That's my senior prom, boy. Where you get that from? Hey, that's Frankie King. You know what I'm saying? That's Chanel.
Yeah.
Man, no, what's her nickname? I can't think of her nickname right now. That's Skip girl. That's my girl Zipporah. We was at prom, you know what I'm saying? The year before I was the prom king, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That year Frankie King was the prom king, so you know I had to pass the reins on to the youngin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
my senior year in high school. Where you get that from, boy?
Yeah.
Now that right there, that's my junior year. That's when I was the prom king right there. Me and Zipporah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's you stupid for that one, boy? Flashback Friday. I feel that.
Yeah. 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 We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna pop up some pictures and
Yeah,
you
we just
tell me where y'all was at, what y'all was doing, or
yeah, we just had
picture mean to you.
our reunion, like our all reunion the other day, you know what I'm saying? And everybody came and it was a beautiful thing too, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all my Woodruff Warriors out there. You hear me?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey man, tell me about this picture.
Man, that's me when I was like a sophomore, boy, young and dumb playing football, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to hit my
Okay.
head a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was smart and dumb at the same time.
Okay. Okay.
I think I got
Um.
CTE.
Oh, shit.
That was me at like a junior right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
the shirt, my mama made me wear that shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Why
Where
you
you
ain't
get
want to
these
wear the
pictures
shirt?
from? Where you get them pictures from?
I told you it's Flashback Friday, man. We got have a little fun,
What else
bro.
you got? What else you got, money?
Don't say, don't get me started, no.
Ah, that's 7-4. That's the boy right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
That's the all city defensive lineman right there, ready to crash something. You know what I'm talking about? I was bow
Okay.
legged in that thing, but you know what I'm saying? I did my thing out there. Hey, they hated
Well,
on the boy too. I used to tell the coach, let me run the ball. They ain't let me run the ball, man.
hey,
Hey,
on the real.
shout out to my boy Coach Tim Thornton too. You know what I'm saying? He probably was in the picture right there with me.
Okay.
He just retired from Central Lions. He brought them a championship and took them to state a couple times, and he's going on to greener pastures down in Florida. But we still gonna carry on our thing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, my boy D Dixon get that job up there at Central because he's a true fan of the people. He's a true person for the kids. You know what I'm saying? They need to give him that job. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But
Okay. Okay.
that's a whole nother thing. You know, here in Peoria, man, people don't understand we deal with a different type of racism. Like
Yeah.
if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere in the world. They've been
Mm.
saying that since what, the 50s. If it
Mm.
play in Peoria, it'll play anywhere. And it's a
Mm.
reason for that. It's systemic racism, it's redlining, it's all these bumps and hurdles that they put in front of us as young people, as black people, as women, as all these different things And shout out to my girl Rita Ali, the mayor of Peoria, the first black mayor of Peoria, the first woman mayor of Peoria, but couldn't even run saying she was black or woman because this town is so racist. You understand me? Ain't that deep?
That's crazy.
But shout out to Rita Ali. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to yeah, shout out to my girl my girl in the Senate over there. Dang. Man, I'm trying to think of my girl name right now because she got a whole different name. You know what I'm saying? Her husband, the athletic director down in Manual right now, Booth, Jahan Gordon Booth. Shout out to my girl Jahan Gordon Booth. You know, y'all making changes in a big way, but understand, it's still so much that we got to do here in this town. There's still so much that we got to do here in this state. It's still so much that we have to do here in this world. Do you hear me, world? You know what I'm saying? It's so much that we have to do as people. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get on my politics for a second. Okay. I'm here right in this city, purchasing homes, providing low-income housing for people so that they don't have to pay $1,000 for rent. Instead, they can come pay $700, $750, $800 with me, right? Right? Yet, I'm hit at every corner, bro, at every turn. They try to stop me. They try to pause me. And I'm just doing what all these older white guys was doing for 30 years before me. They taught me the game. So I'm doing the same exact thing they was doing. Man, it took me a month to get lights cut on in my new project. Since the last time we talked, I had 8 projects, right? I had 8 of them rented out. Now I got 11 projects. But I'm working on 3 of them as we speak, right? I would have been working on 4, but they made me give back one of my homes, bro. I bought a home. They made me give it back, telling me they was going to tear it down no matter what I did. Now, how that happened? How that worked? They said they was going to tear my house down because I bought it no matter what I did. Matt Smith at City, you understand? Matthew Smith, that's low-key redlining. That's low-key racism. Understand? Now let me get political for a second, and I hope y'all don't tune out. But it's real though. This is what we deal with. This is what we deal with every day. Like, we deal with it so much that it don't even factor into our lives because it's normal. It's normal. If I was in Houston, I'd take $10,000 to the city and say I want to do something. They'd be like, okay, here, you can do that. I take $10,000 to this city. They say, what's your name and what's your background? Ain't that crazy? Who do you know? How did you find out about this? You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
How you find out about this?
How you find out about this? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get mad because I just said that. But Rita Ali, Jahan Gordon Booth, my Senator Cole, right? Y'all gotta right these wrongs. Senator Cole, you live right around the corner from me. I went to school with your daughter. I say this every time because I'm letting y'all know. Like, man, we close. It's less than 6 degrees of separation. It's like 2 degrees. The mayor, Rita Ali, I love you. Man, I love you. I say nothing bad about you. But you got to stop these people from charging us for sewage, for charging us for rainwater bills, for charging us for pension bills. They suck every penny out of the ghetto. I got a lady. The lady name is Deborah Fulton. She puts a ticket on every one of my houses every week. I get $3,000 and $4,000 fines from the city on a weekly basis. Now, how can an entrepreneur survive like that? They don't want me to survive. They don't want me to survive. But I will never give up. You know what I'm saying? I'm righteous in what I'm trying to do. I won't stop doing what I do. You know, that's the reason why I came. That's why I came the other week. I was like, man, I ain't ready because this stuff ain't resolved. It's kind of resolved. I had to give back one of my houses, and I'm working on another one. You know, just because I ain't the right shade. You understand? I ain't the right person. They trying to sell the whole city to big corporations. So that guess what's gonna happen after all the big corporations have all the land? They're gonna raise the rent to whatever you can't afford.
Run you up out of there.
They're gonna run you up out of there. They're gonna run you up out of there. Here I am holding on to this, you know what I'm saying? These pieces of land. You know what I'm saying? Having land is power. You understand? Having land is power.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, anyway, you know, that's my little bit of political stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple other things. You know, there's a couple other things going on. It's deep. You know, but real talk, like.
No.
What she say? Come on.
She said $1,000 for rent. That's insane. We over here spending like 3 bands, boy.
Right, but check it out. They charge $1,000 to $100. I'm only charging $750, $800 because I know what it is to be, you know what I'm saying, a kid living off welfare. Your mama going to work the whole time to pay for everything you got, and she can't afford nothing. You understand? You understand? So them $200-$300 that I'm helping people with, bro.
Keep them kids off the street. Keep them kids off the street. From
kid off the street.
Man, robbing, man.
Man, I told the people, look, I told the people the other day, my boy Tim Thornton, his team, the Central Lions, right? They had some fake controversy about one of the kids' eligibility, all this and all that. I went on live. I told the people, I said, so if the young man wasn't on the football team, the young man could have been kicking in your door. Would you rather him been on the football team at practice with Tim telling him to be a righteous young man? Or would you rather him kicked in your door, stealing all your goods? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's real life out here for us, but they act like our lives don't matter. They act like, you know what I'm saying, the things we say and do don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to say to everyone, man, your life do matter. Make your legacy count. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the things that you put out in this world are positive, righteous, and good. You know what I'm saying? Peace, love, and blessings to everybody. What you got, Monty? Come on, man. Hit me, man. I'm rolling with you.
Man, you know, I'm over here, man. I'm vibing with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been out of the town for a minute. I ain't really been in tune with it, especially with what you got going on. So I want to give you this opportunity to speak your piece, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel you.
Hey, man.
Man, you know, I got some more pictures. You want to go with some more pictures, or you want to guess?
Come on, man. Hit me, man. What you got?
So, what this picture mean to you?
Oh man, hey, that's the reunion of the homies right there. You know, we was all hanging out after the mama of the block, Miss Sher, you know what I'm saying, passed on, you know what I'm saying? And we was all hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Adrian, he hadn't been in the hood in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Me, Graylin, Quincy, Steve, Scooby, everybody in that picture, you know what I'm saying? But we was out there having a great time for Miss Sher, because guess what? Miss Sher was one of those community mamas. Like, her door was always open. You know what I'm saying? You running from something, you run right into her house. The door unlocked. She like, boys, sit down and make you some chicken nuggets and some curly fries. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as a kid, that go a long way because we ain't had no food. We was hungry. So we would walk. We walk all the way across the tracks over to her house. And even if Adrian wasn't home, she'd be like, boy, gonna make you something to eat. I ain't gonna cook it. But you know, she had a white freezer right there in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? We go there, get chicken nuggets and curly fries, whatever. You know, me, Q Diz, Mikey, everybody, the whole neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So that was us, you know, sending her off the right way. You know what I'm saying? Much love, North End, to all my North End people. I love y'all.
Man, that's what's up, man. We need more moms like that.
Man, for real.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We getting out of touch with our community. That's why I say every time you get a chance to touch base with one of these youngers, touch base with them. Because guess what? You know how far that went with me just to be able to eat some food at her house?
Man,
just having food at my own house.
Man, not even the food, just having a person like that.
Yeah, bro.
You know what
she
I'm
was
saying?
right there her whole life, bro. She was right there on the corner on Madison over there across the track the whole time, bro. Anytime we can come there. Anytime. So yeah, that was love. That was love right there.
That's what's up. Man, tell me about this picture, man. Who we got in there? We got Sidney Coon.
Let me see.
Yeah, we got Sidney Coon that joint. He said, "Damn, man, you look think back." No.
What ass Sidney Coon? What you got, boy?
Let me see. Man, what that picture right there I mean to you?
Yeah, that was love too. Let me see what that is in there. Yep. So look, the same guys, but we got Jug and we got damn, I forgot his name right there. But anyway, we was down in Memphis, you know what I'm saying, down in Mississippi, hanging out, you know what I'm saying, with the guys, having a good time, had a great time. We had a guys weekend that time. It was a great time though. More old Basie was in there.
Yes, indeed. Let me see. I got a couple more pictures, man. So you know what I'm saying?
All the pictures, man.
Yeah, you know me. Man, tell me about that.
That was at a wedding, you know what I'm saying? Me and Lil One, we was at a wedding, you know what I'm saying? Had a great time down in Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all was clean, boy.
Notice Lil One in every picture. He old Spuzz McKenzie. He like to hang out everywhere. but yeah, we had a good time down
there. Yes, indeed. Man, the people, man, when y'all checking in, y'all getting deep in there, man. Where y'all watching from, man? Drop where y'all watching from. What state y'all watching from?
What's up, man?
We all over the world. Can you hear me, world?
Yeah. Can you hear me, world? If you got a question, send a question out. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my feelings right now. We're going to go long.
Yeah, we taking questions. We taking questions too. Y'all don't be shy. Anytime. Man, tell me about this picture right here.
Man, that was the Bahamas. I think I shout out to. You know how you get that picture, man?
Yeah,
I don't even got that one. Yeah, that was the Bahamas. You know, me and the whole family went to the Bahamas one time. You know what I'm saying? I had my little daughters with me. You know what I'm saying? And we went on a cruise and had a good time right there. That was great. Hey, see the world.
Angela Lewis watching from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, we got some. Hey, man, what was going through your mind doing this picture, bro?
Let me see. Oh shoot, man! I can't tell you which time that was, cause I think that might have been a time when I was. That was probably the time when I got set up and then I bonded out and came home and I was trying to spend time with my daughter and all that. You know that because I went back on parole violation because the cat set me up and all this other stuff.
Sydney, Illinois in the building. Sydney had a question. He said, "Who is what?
Who is what? Man, don't listen to Sydney, man. He owns some trash." hey, tell Cooney Bleak. Where he at? Hey, man, tell him we finna do a guys weekend too. We probably gonna shoot back down to Memphis, man. Tell him get up, man. Yeah, my boy Cooney Bleak, man. They got my boy in the halfway house, man. We ain't going. Free Coon, free Larry and free me. That's what he always say.
Free Larry and free me on the real.
What did he be saying? Yeah.
Hey man, what this picture?
You know what that is, boy. That's down in the basement. You hear me?
Yeah.
That's down in the basement when we built that studio at your house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, what kind of memories you got about that?
Oh man, come on. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Look, you pulled me back into the music, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You had pulled me back into the music. I was, you know what I'm saying, out there floating, and you was like, man, come down here. You had the doggone boom box with the two mics sticking out the wall.
Boy, I didn't know what I was doing.
You didn't know what you were doing. I said, what is this? Hey, whole time we was recording on tapes. You pushing the tape on one side, we recording, freestyling the whole joint on the other side on tapes. You know what I'm saying? On tapes, bro.
Hey, bro, because I was stuck in my, that's how me and Mikey used to do it. You know what I'm saying? was on tape. So I was still stuck in 2000, like, and when we got in the basement, shit, it was what?
That was old.
2005?
Nah, that was like old. Yeah, it might have been 05. It might have been old. It might have been 03, 04 type deal. You know what I'm talking about? You know what's crazy? Montana 300. Hey, look, Montana 300 was down in that basement. You know what I'm saying? All the guys down in that basement. Chrome then was down in that basement. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was down in that basement, boy. Hey, look, I remember when you had the mic sticking out the wall. I'm like, man, gee, this ain't what's happening. Then I come back the next time, right? You got some old rotted wood you done grabbed off some crates. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I'm like, why you gonna make a studio off of crates, G?
Hey, on the real, man. Rest in peace, my little cousin Rob, man. We had went to the abandoned building on Perry Street.
Yeah.
And we ripped the wood off the motherfucker, put that bitch on the car. It was holding that motherfucker with our hands like this.
Hey, and then you gonna call me like, we finna build a studio, G. I'll go down there like, well, you can't build a studio with this rotten. I'm like, hey, we built a studio though.
On the real, you had took me to Lowe's, boy.
I took you to Lowe's.
Hey, because on the real, bro, I ain't never been to Lowe's. I ain't never built shit. I just had a mind. I had set my mind to it. I'm just gone. Boy, you took me to Lowe's. Next you know, I was rebuilding the bathroom.
Man, built a bathroom. This man tore down a bedroom and made it an extra long bathroom. He went crazy. But look.
Well, I had a bathroom with 2 tubs in that motherfucker.
Man, look, the man built a studio though. Look, this what I love about you though, Monty, because your mind functioned to where you like you make things happen that you want to happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's called manifestation. You know what I'm saying? That's called manifestation. Look, Steve talking about the Astro van. Hey, I took the seats out because all of y'all wanted to ride with me too much. That's why I took the seats out the Astro van. Too many people wanted to ride. That was the money train.
On the real, the Astro van, man. That's when I was like, I'm like, boy, this nigga. Hey, I remember I jumping in the back. I'm like, damn, where the seats at, man?
I took the seats out because everybody wanted to ride because everybody know we was around.
And it was a wheel back there, and I was trying to sit on
the wheel. That was my spirit. See, look, hey, these youngers don't know nothing about that, man. We really was grinding. You know what I'm saying? Like
on the
that time. And look, I ain't glorifying none of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying this is what we did as kids. You know what I'm saying? So I had my minivan, you know what I'm saying, that I got from my mama. And, you know what I'm saying, everybody had pages and nobody had cell phones, but the cats that really was getting it. And so everybody answering their pager and going and making their moves off their pager, but nobody got a ride. So I'm all over the whole city with it, you know what I'm saying? And everybody want to get in the minivan because they're like, yeah, it called it the money train. They sitting on the ground, we rolling up, drinking, hanging out. But that's my former self, just to clarify. That's my former self. You know what I'm talking about? That's my former self when I was in my 20s, you know what I'm talking about? And man, hey, I had to take the seats out because too many people wanted to ride with me. And I thought that would stop people from wanting to ride, but it didn't. Everybody just sat on the floor and on milk crates and they just rolled around the whole hood. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we do.
Unreal. I'm talking tires and everything, boy. That shit
was a good time. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got one more picture, man, and this picture mean a lot to me, bro, because I remember we wasn't into taking pictures, right?
Yeah, we wasn't. Because we went
to the Rock.
Oh my God! Man, I know what picture you're talking about, bro.
Yeah, and we went to take pictures, bro. And I had a gang of pictures, but my car got took, and our pictures got took. But this is one of them. You know what I'm saying? I saved, and I think, matter of fact, I know little Steve got this picture, and he got a tattoo. He got it tattooed on his arm. But I remember when I took that picture, bro.
Man.
That was the rawest picture I took.
Yeah, look, we was on top of a rock down by the Illinois River. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because that's the same area where we had just long story short, we had violated somebody down there for a situation, you know what I'm saying, with Marcus G. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, that's neither here nor there. I don't say no names, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we was on that rock, bro. And man, bro, we was on that rock and y'all snapping all them pictures. And I think Mikey got another one where he hanging off the pictures. Yeah,
on the
throwing
rail.
up the lake. And you know what's
Now,
crazy? We ain't even take no lot of pictures though. Like we ain't really take pictures. We was taking pictures on the little Polaroids, some little.
Yeah, and I had to go to Walgreens and print them out.
Yeah, you had to go to Walgreens and develop them.
Yep, I had just started taking pictures and shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy that you talk about that picture, right? Because I was in the county and I was drawing. I was in the county, right? Now we finna go back until we finna go back into your story. We finna go back.
Ahead. I'm listening.
All right, we finna go back into your story, right?
Yeah.
So I was in the county. I don't know, high speed chasing with the police, some dumbass shit. So I'm in the county and I'm drawing that picture. Mikey throwing up the fork hanging off the rock.
Yeah.
A nigga walk in my room. He like, man, who is that, Mikey?
I know you talking about. You talking about? Yeah. I know you talking about.
And he was like, man, you love that nigga, huh? I said, yeah, that's my nigga, man. He's like, bro, I know who did that shit. I said, what?
Yeah, you talking,
bro? I know. You know what I'm saying? And he told me, I know who did that shit. And I think it was a little bit after that. That's when I ran to you like, bro, I'm gonna get you up out of here.
Yeah.
Because I had got that information, and I was like, how the fuck he know that? And that shit was solid because when he was telling me, I was like, bro, I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, but it was solid, right?
And I said, damn.
It was solid. You know what I'm saying? And I can't knock the brother who said that because I know the brother that said that. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you got to be careful who you move around because, you know what I'm saying? Cat like that, you knew who did it the whole time and you was in it the whole time, right? But you was 2 cells down from me and didn't tell me who did it.
Okay, but check it out, right? I know that. Now I ain't know that.
Chronic getting up whooping that dude. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but check it out though, right? I know it was kind of. I know y'all ain't fuck with him like that, and I ain't know the nigga. I only know the nigga because we was in jail and shit together, right?
I was in the same pod with him, and he ain't tell me that.
Right, but no, he fucked with me, and I don't know why he told me.
Yeah,
bro. The guy, honest truth, I don't know that nigga, but only in the county.
Yeah.
Right? He was locked up in the county with me 2 times. Bro, I could have told you or whatever, bro. And I don't know. That's why I say, man, things work in crazy ways.
But you did though. You did though, bro. Like real talk. Like God moved how God moved. You know what I'm saying? Like I never knew what's Jeremy before I met Jeremy in the county. And the police was doing them bogus. The police was tying him to chairs and beating his brains in. They beat that man brains in so bad, man. His mama came to visit. The man's face was purple and yellow. And she started crying to walk out to visit. But whole time, bro, he's solid. Because the man told me, bro. But God moved through him. And God told me through him. You understand? Yeah. Just like God told me, sent you over to the wall and said, hey, I'm gonna get you up out of here. God sent you, worked through you, and told me. The whole time I'm sitting there like, man, okay, if I get the death penalty, I sit on death row for 7 years. At least I got 7 years to live. Do you understand? Like, what it takes for a man to say he gonna die in 7 years, no matter what? Like, do you understand that, G?
Bro, I know, and that's why, you know, and you know what, bro? You know what messed me up? What messed me up through the whole flick, bro? And I don't know if you feel the same way, but I was hurt you know, I was hurt, Mikey. What happened to Mikey, man? That was devastating, bro. That was messing me up for a long time. But I think what really cut me deep was people used to think I had something to do with it, and probably still do. And people used to think you had something to do with it.
Hey,
and you home and you didn't have nothing to do with it. I didn't have nothing to do with it.
So let me touch
deep, bro.
Let me touch base on that though. Let me touch base on that. And I'm gonna say some stuff that might cut. And if it cut, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say how things was. You know what I'm saying? The way we moved at the time, it was more of a mafia type of deal. You know what I'm saying? It was a friend of ours and a friend of theirs. You know what I'm saying? It's a friend of ours. It's a friend of mine. You understand what I'm saying? So Mikey, when he introduced you, he was a friend of yours. You see what I'm saying? But Mikey was a friend of ours. You see what I'm saying? So when the situation happened, everybody was suspect, right? Everybody was suspect, right? There's no way in the world I should have been suspect because I'm a friend of ours. I'm a friend of ours. I should have never been suspect.
And you know what? And you're right, bro. And you know, people can't. Bro, they could have judged. They couldn't judge me. They could have questioned my friendship, and that's okay. I understand that because I understand, right?
I'm just speaking it real. I'm keeping it real though, right? Like, and this is 20 years back. I'm talking, right? I'm just keeping it real. So even when Mikey brought you around, I'm like, man, who's dude, man? He from Chicago, man. He driving your car, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it was some friend of ours, friend of mine type of situation. But whole time though, you know me and you, we done grew so close. You know what I'm saying? Because you made an effort to make us close. When you started the studio and when you started doing all the G-Staff, when you kept G-Staff alive for all that time, you did that on the love of Mikey. A lot of people probably don't understand that. A lot of people probably don't, you know what I'm saying, respect that. Probably don't really know that you did that out of the love of Mikey, out of like, man, this was really my boy. You know what I'm saying? And I sat with you. So I know that, yeah, man, this dude really loved Mikey. You know what I'm saying? But guess what, G? When I came home, people still question me. My own family members, people who I spent holidays with, people who I treated like my blood family and they wasn't my blood family, still question me. I said,
how did that make you feel?
Man, what? How you think that made me feel? Bro, when they let me out, right? When they let me out for a double homicide for killing Mikey and Bertha, they let me out free as a free man, right? When I stepped out of there, I saw one of Bertha family members, and she said, she started crying, bro. She broke down in tears, as if, man, I can't believe they letting this man go. And I looked at her and I said, man, you know me. You know I didn't do that. How could you? She broke down in tears, bro. That crushed me. When I got home, I got phone calls from family members, bro. And I won't mention no names, but people like, all I want to know is if you had something to do with it. And that crushed me, bro. That I got to explain to them, like, I didn't have nothing to do with that. But you know who was 100 with me the whole time, bro? You know who was 100 with me the whole time?
That.
Mikey mama. Mikey mama came to court for me, bro. She told the police, ain't no way in the world that man killed my son. His mama.
That's what's up.
You understand? That's why I showed her love to the utmost. You know what I'm saying? I show her love because she came to bat for me when my life was on the line. Everybody didn't do that. But I don't hold no grudges. It's reality, you know what I'm saying? And we talking about, mind you, we talking about stuff that happened 20-some years ago. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that was 20-some years ago, but man, that cut deep, bro.
It affected my life like yesterday.
Man, me too, bro. I still probably in the last 2-3 years, I started living my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like stuck in, I don't know where I was at. I was in a crazy spot, bro. And I wanted to do music because it was therapeutic. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, I felt like I was going crazy. All my songs was about Mikey.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, man, I always wanted to know, like, man, how you felt, because I know people can judge me and have questions about me because I was new to, you know what I'm saying, but to the town, and I was new around and shit. But I don't know why Mikey taking a liking to me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the man took a liking to you because you was driving all over the place and you was rolling up all the weed, and you
hey,
and you knew where all the girls was at. You know what I'm saying?
hey, yeah. And you know,
you're like, man,
you know,
this dude crazy. And you was funny to the mud. You like,
that
man,
nigga,
this dude crazy. But man,
that,
all that to the side, me and you grew a bond though, right? Like me and you grew a real bond, fam. Like when you was doing the G staff up on Glendale, bro, that opened up something in my heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I was selling G staff albums out of a little pouch carried on my side. You know what I'm saying?
A little glitter pouch.
Because G staff, you know what I'm saying? We started out as game unit. Before G unit, we started out as game unit. You know what I'm saying? Then we changed it to G staff when Marcus died. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna change it to Fast Life Records, because Marcus died. Marcus had a belt on that said Fast Life, and we was gonna change it to Fast Life Records. We was like, nah, we gotta stick with the G, because the G could mean anything. The G could mean gangster. The G could mean gospel. You know what I'm saying? The G could mean general. The G could mean generous. You know what I'm saying? The G could mean whatever you want it to mean. So we G staff. We a staff. A staff hold people up. You know what I'm saying? You walk with a staff. Jesus walked with a staff. You know what I'm saying? When you walk in the desert for 40 days, 40 nights, you carry a staff.
Yeah,
that's why we was G staff.
I got my staff on there. Hold on.
Yeah. Hey man, come on, man. You taking me back, man. You taking me back. Hey, you still got your staff. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, remember it was an old dude on Glendale.
Yeah.
Unc. They used to call him Unc.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, hey man, he said, G staff, man, check it out. He said, you know what this is? I said, a walking stick? He said, no, this is a staff. That's what you mean.
Yeah.
Here you go, man.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? That's the ideology and concepts that we was thinking when we put it together. You know what I'm saying? A staff holds each other up.
So that's what I want to ask you, man. How did the whole G staff come together?
That's how it came together, bro. That's how it came together.
Who was around when it came together?
Me, Mikey, and Q Diggs. You know what I'm saying? It was game unit. We was game unit at first. You know what I'm saying? This before G unit and all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? This before Master P came out with all his stuff. We was game unit. We made a studio so we can make our own music. Me and Mikey would meet at Tuesday at the music store and buy music parts. We didn't even know what the parts did. We spend $1,000 a piece on parts. And we buy $2,000 worth of material, take it back to his house. You know what I'm saying? His apartment. Over there in the apartment where it ain't the Landmark, it's the you know what I'm talking about. The apartment where, you know what I'm saying, the whole situation happened. But
that's the Landmark. Yeah, that's the Landmark.
Is that the Landmark down there? Yeah. So we meet up every Tuesday, buy some equipment, and we made a studio. He had the little microphone. He called it Jennifer Lopez. You know what I'm talking about? He like, this Jennifer Lopez. This bitch gonna make me rich. You know what I'm saying? Like
I was with him when he bought the microphone.
Yeah,
I think he done this over a stack for that motherfucker. I seen. Man, that's crazy.
He spent like $1,500 on the microphone, and then I matched him $1,500, and I bought the motherboard. You know what I'm saying? So then we meet every week, and we spent a stack a piece and bought our little stuff till we had a home studio.
Bro, he bought a microphone and didn't even have a microphone wire to it.
He bought a microphone, didn't even have a computer or nothing. You can't even use the microphone.
Hey, I swear, man. He had a vision, though.
He had a vision, bro. He had a vision. Man, we turned his bedroom into the studio. And him and Bertha slept on the couch, bro, downstairs. And the bedroom was the studio, bro. You understand? We was making music, bro. He signed with the Bullethead. He ain't signed with him, but he made a track on the Bullethead soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Yuck Mouth and all them was calling us trying to get him to sign. He like, no, I'm not signing with y'all as no artist because I have a company. You know what I'm saying? I'm the CEO of my company. So if we sign our company. You understand? Like this before all this independent stuff, before Master P and all them, bro. And people might think I'm lying, but I ain't. On my mama, I'm not lying. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That's the history of G Staff. You know what I'm saying? Me, Mikey, and Q Dig sat down and we came up with G Unit, then we came up with G Staff. It was gonna be Fast Life Records, but we turned it to G Staff, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, man, when he passed, it fell to the wayside. Then you picked up the mantle and ran with it, bro. And I love you for that. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I love you for that. You done made your name money, G Staff. And people probably get mad at me, you know what I'm saying, for saying that, but bro, hey, you did your thing with G Staff, G. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, shit. We did our thing. It wasn't just me. You know what I'm saying? That was all of us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I remember when I was, we had the studio and we had the little mirror right there.
Yeah.
And I was drawn on the mirror and I put GS, put the little staff, like the little dollar sign right there.
Yeah.
I put some wings. I put some little devil horns in the tail, and I was like, I had the ass like a tail, and I was like, no, I'm gonna take the devil horns off. I'm gonna keep the wings.
Keep the wings and the dollar sign.
I was like, oh, that's tight. And everybody was like, that's cold. That's cold. And I was like, I was studying on this for like a week. I was like, man, that's cold. That's cold. And then I was like, you know what? And I came up with this right there.
Yeah. No doubt. And that was cold. Hey, look, and then everybody started tattooing that on their body, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody tattooed that on their body, bro.
I got that on my arm. My brother got on his arm. They got Mikey and Birthday on my arm.
Hey, man, look.
Ball got it on his arm.
Yeah,
Taylor got it on her back.
Shout out to 3.5. What up, my boy?
Yeah, everybody. My son be like, I want to get a G-Staff tattoo. That's gonna be my first tattoo. You know what I'm saying?
And look. Since we chopping it up, keeping it real, right? Because you know what I'm saying. Some people might feel some type of way, but look, G. It was like when I left and went to the joint, it was like you know what I'm saying? It was like the G-Staff OGs and you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, it's all G-Staff, folks. It's all G-Staff. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, my G-Staff like that used to be like, nigga, we the original G-Staff, and I should be like, all right, y'all can have that, but I'm just saying, like, bro, I'm trying to,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but I'm like, but nigga, I'm doing this because Mikey. I understand what y'all had on the street and all, but Mikey, me and Mikey had a conversation like, we gonna take it with the music, so that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? And hey, I got love. Go ahead.
But that speaks to the dichotomy of man. That speaks to the separation of us as a people, bro. Because us as a people, instead of us being like this, you know what I'm saying, and being solid, we always try to find a way to, you know what I'm saying, find a difference between the next person. Instead of just being like, man, we all G-Staff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People were like, nah, I'm the G-Staff original, and you the G-Staff that started after. Nah, man, we all G-Staff because.
But you know, it's like the Old Testament and New Testament, bro.
Yeah,
we still the Bible.
It's still the Bible. It's still the Bible. But you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I keep saying people gonna get mad at me for what I'm saying, but you know, I'm in my feelings, so I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking.
Man, it's all good.
I'm speaking 100. Like,
Yeah, it's all good.
We can talk all night. You know, we talk all night anyway, Monty. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you already know. You already know. But hey, check this out, though. This my old footage, man. You know, my little nephew. I was going through some shit with my little nephew, man, and I seen some old footage, and I was like, damn. And you know, you was locked up, bro. And you met my nephew before.
You talking about Ill Will?
Yeah, Ill Will, man.
Rio.
You met him.
Rio, yeah.
You met him before you got locked up and all that shit. And you know, rest in peace, Rio. He just, I don't know what he was going through. I think he just killed himself a couple days ago.
Man.
And you know, and yeah, it was fucked up. And I was going through some old footage, and I ran across this. I'm gonna show a little piece of it though. Check this out.
Monty G.
Smoke on the way back.
What's up, family?
Oh man, you know what's up? You know what I'm saying? Fam here, the Fammission. You already know what it is. You got a couple missing motherfuckers, but we gonna make it do. Believe that.
Shout out to that nigga J6, man. J6, boys, Florida all day. So now you watching the Bin Laden, right?
Shout out to my nigga Luke G. Pops in the motherfucking building. Shout out to my
staff from that 3.5 Monty G.
Florida Black.
Florida Black.
Florida Black. Look. Big Miz. Shout out to Big Miz.
While we at home.
Shout out to that ninja. You know what I'm saying, Big Miz.
Who was that back there hollering Big Miz?
That was Snoop. Yeah, shout out to Big Miz. Yeah, he's like, man, you know, he locked up. He got 7 years, but man, we holding it down for him.
Yeah, I see the little Rio on the couch right there.
Yeah, man, you know, he was holding it down with us, man. He was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we was in Minnesota, man. We was doing shows and shit. And I'm like, man, bro, I wish Big Miz was here, bro.
Man, bro, you know what, man? I wish I was there too, you know what I'm saying? But life took an unfortunate turn for me at that time. But life took a great turn for me right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, God have his choice for our past. Like, real talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just doing what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing in the moment. But God do have our paths laid out for us, and we got to find our path. You know what I'm saying? Life is good for me. I sure wish I was there with y'all, man, at them concerts with G-Stab, because guess what? We was all in the basement making them songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was in the basement making them songs. I remember when I met Ill Will, man. You touched on Ill Will, man. That was my little homie, man, Ill Will. And I wanted to keep him guided, man. You know what I'm saying? He was a little homie. A lot of people don't know a lot about him, you know what I'm saying? Had a rough, you know, lived a rough life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? Man, mental health is real out here for us black men especially. You know, black men above the age of 25 are like one of the highest group of people who deal with paranoia and schizophrenia. You know what I'm saying? We one of the highest group of people that deal with depression. We one of the highest group of oppressed people in the world. In the world, bro. A black man in America is one of the hardest oppressed person in the world. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? So just the fact that you, as a black man, you as a young black man, 24, 25, 26, still out here living, kicking, breathing, man, you doing great. You doing great. So just keep doing great. Find your avenue and get to it. Rest in peace to the boy Rio. Rest in peace to my guy Ill Will. You know what I'm saying?
Man, rest in peace, Rio, man. You know,
yeah.
Hey, you know, you was touching on that, so you know what I'm saying. We are at the hour power, so we're gonna keep it going. I got another game, man. It's called Random Questions.
Come on with it.
I want to hit you with some random questions. I'm gonna see how you gonna answer this, man.
Come on with it.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Go ahead and take your sip. All right, good. All right, First question. I got a couple questions. First question.
Come on.
What's the first thing you do or think about when you wake up in the morning?
The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, I say, I thank God for giving me another day. You know what I'm saying? Then I think about how can I make this day productive. That's the two things that I do.
Okay. When the last time you asked someone with some help, when the last time you asked someone for some help, something you were struggling with?
You know what? Unfortunately, me myself, the way I'm built, I don't ask for a lot of help all the time. If I was to say the last time I asked for help, I called around and asked for help to try to get my lights cut on at this next project, because it took me a whole month to get Amber and Silco to cut my lights on, because the city of Peoria has stipulations that won't allow a person to cut lights on, even though lights is a necessity of life. But that's a whole nother story. But so I had to call around and try to find some help to just get my lights cut on so I could work on this next project. And that's when I asked for help. But me as a man, unfortunately,
you don't ask for nobody.
I don't
personal.
I don't really I don't have a lot of people that even help me at all. You know, unfortunately, I would love to have people to help me. You know what I'm saying? I would love for Jahan Gordon to help me. You know what I'm saying? I would love for my boy Lord Mike on the radio to help me. I would love for Mike. You know what I'm saying? I would love for the mayor Rita Ali to help me. You know what I'm saying? I would love for Senator Dave Cole to come help me, because guess what? And in fact, while I'm talking about it, I would love for anybody out there in the world, if you want to raise a class action lawsuit against the city of Peoria for modern day redlining, I would love for you to come help me. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to me. Michael Young, Michael78young.com. That's my Gmail. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to me. Let's do something. Let's do something to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no reason why a black man shouldn't be able to buy property and flip property without all of these hurdles.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got another question for you.
Go ahead.
If a person with no family asks you, what do you like about your family? What would you tell them?
Oh man, you know what? You know what I like about my family? Shout out to my family too. What I like about my family is Sunday dinners, bro. Like, hey, and it's kind of crazy because Sunday dinners is what cause black people to have high blood pressure and high sugar and all that. But guess what? Sunday dinners is what held me to the house my whole life. In fact, I would bring some of my homeboys to my Sunday dinners, and they'd be like, "Y'all eat food like this every Sunday?" I'm like, "Yep." This is what keeps me tied to my family. Every Sunday, we cook, we eat, we sit down and have a dessert, we talk about everybody's problems, then everybody go their way to the next Sunday. So what I love about my family is Sunday dinners, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
Okay. I like that. Hey, what makes you confident?
What made me confident? What made me confident is the fact that God made me the way exactly how I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I move the way God tells me to move. I react how God makes me feel. And I am a creature that God made. I know I'm here for a purpose, and that makes me confident. So when I come into a room and I come into a situation, I already know that, man, I'm supposed to be in that room. I'm not the odd man out. I'm supposed to be right here. I'm going to say what I'm supposed to say. And the outcome is going to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes me confident. The fact that I got God behind me.
Okay. If you can talk to your 16-year-old self at the age you're at right now, what would you tell him?
Shoot, man, if I could talk to my 16-year-old self, first of all, I'll tell my 16-year-old self, man, go invest in Microsoft. I don't care how much it costs right now. Get some of that. You know what I'm saying? But second of all, I'll tell my 16-year-old self, don't worry about what everybody think about you. You know what I'm saying? Do what you feel led to do, and don't be influenced by what everybody else tells you you're supposed to do,
Mm.
and you're gonna be okay.
Okay. Okay. Um. Hey, do you like your pictures taken?
Pictures, oh man, honestly, I don't. And unfortunately, it's just hey, it's just an old, old habits die hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I done been in situations where the people came in people's house and took people pictures and they built, cases off of pictures. So I really don't like pictures. You know what I'm saying? But it's a whole new day out here. You know what I'm saying? Like people take pictures every second. You know what I'm talking about? People take pictures of their food. People take pictures of their car. People take pictures of their clothes. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
in order to not be an old man, I'd be like, okay, I like some pictures. I got dimples and everything. So you know what I'm saying? I smile a little bit.
Hey, on the real,
But
on the real.
truthfully,
Hey,
I don't like pictures though.
all right, okay. Next question. What do you think that is so expensive it's not even worth it anymore?
So expensive that it's not worth it anymore.
Yeah, he's like, man, bro, this shit is not even worth it, bro.
What do I think is so expensive that it's not worth it anymore?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I would have to say like notoriety. Like fame is not even worth it anymore. It's so expensive. It costs people their soul.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? That's too expensive. That's a price I can't pay. I don't have to be that famous.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? In the whole world, the kids and everybody else is chasing this notoriety, chasing this fame. You know what I mean? And they think that that's the only thing to be. You know? But it's too expensive.
Yeah.
If it costs you your soul, leave it alone. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, on the real. What's your favorite midnight snack?
Man, I don't know, man. Favorite midnight snack? Shoot,
Yeah.
I don't know. I get up and eat some honey roasted peanuts, bro.
Hey.
I'm simple like that.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do you like texting, talking, or FaceTime?
I like talking on the phone because I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can say, what you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can say, what you doing?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can say, what you doing? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But on the text, I'm gonna put WYD, and it's gonna be the same. They might take it however they take it.
Yeah, they can take it however they want to take it. Like, you motherfucker don't ask me what I'm doing. Like, damn.
No, right.
I ain't saying with attitude. I was just saying what you're doing.
Right. I like to talk.
Yeah. What is killing these relationships nowadays?
Talking about man and women relationships or whatever relationship. Man, that's a deep question, bro. I think what's killing relationships these days is I can only speak from my own point of view, right? I can't talk about nobody else's point of view. I'm gonna talk about my own.
That's what I'm saying. What you think is killing relationships?
As a grown man, what's killing a relationship is the keeping up with the Joneses and the outside influence. Because guess what? What go on in my house, go on in my house. That's between me and you, right? But when you involve your friends or the people online, or you know what I'm saying, the Twitter feed, when you involve everybody into our situation, that killed our situation. It might have been something small that we could have got over. But since you put it out to everybody and everybody poured their influence onto your thoughts, now you like, oh, I can't deal with this. I can't. That's what's killing relationships. People have a doctored up idea of what they think a man's supposed to be or a woman's supposed to be, when really whatever you is in your household is what you're supposed to be.
Right.
So just keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your girlfriends or your family or everybody else tell you how you supposed to react in a situation. If that ain't when it cheated and you want to forgive them, forgive them. If you cheated and you want to leave, leave. But don't do it because somebody else told you, though. You know what I'm saying? That's killing relationship stuff.
Yeah, okay. What's the craziest thing you did for some?
For what?
For some. How far you drove, or how much money you spent?
I don't know. I don't even think it happened yet. So, all right, I'm gonna pass.
Yes, fine. All right. If you could change, if you could change anything in the world, what would it be?
If I could change anything in the world, I would change what people think they supposed to love. People think they supposed to love cars and clothes and diamonds and fame. I would change to where, you know what I'm saying, actual love of one's family members, actual love of oneself is placed above that. That's what I would change in the world.
I mean,
because that'll make it. If people really realize, like, man, I'm already good. I'm already me. A lot more people would be straight. Bro.
I mean, you got to think about it, right? God give you everything you need, not what you want, right?
Yeah.
Because if you had everything you want, it probably destroy you.
Think about this, bro. Before the Roman
probably
Empire,
couldn't handle it.
You couldn't handle it. Before the Roman Empire took over, bro, nobody cared about no money. People cared about if I could make some bread, if I could plant some seeds, if I could sew this clothes together, if I could build this house. You know what I'm saying? And they traded that amongst each other. This person could make clothes, but I could build a house. So I build a house for you, and you sold me some clothes. This person could plant some food, and this person could make the cake. So he planted the food, and then I made the cake, and we traded. Nobody cared about money, bro.
Yeah,
nobody cared about money. You know what I'm saying? Until Caesar came along, put his face on the coin. Then told everybody that this coin was important. You know what I mean? But that go back too far. That go way over some people's heads, and people don't realize that, you know, you got everything you need to survive right within you. You got God gonna give you everything you need to survive.
Yeah.
And if you ain't got it, he gonna put a person in your life that got it, so that y'all can survive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. People just need to focus on the things that at face value are important.
But yeah, they can't focus on that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we never had focus in school.
No, we did.
It's time for you to focus. But when the last time when last time somebody taught you how to be focused?
Bro, they taught us how to go to work and get a job. You know what they teach them in China? They teach you how to go to school so you can find a career, so you can find a life. In America, they teach you to go to school so you can find a job.
You know what? Hey, man, y'all got to go follow his page, man. He be posting some good stuff, man. I seen some on your page. It was talking about how in other countries they were teaching us, like a 15-year-old or 12-year-old in America is I don't know where he was at, but he said it was at. But they
15-year-old
it's smarter America, than an American 25-year-old.
Yeah. A 15-year-old in America learns like 1 plus. A 15-year-old learns like 1 plus 1 is 2, and you learn like simple algebra. A 15-year-old in China learns almost calculus, bro, which teaches you how to solve problems, how to put situations in place to solve the problem. Whereas a 15-year-old in America is learning, okay, this block plus this block equals 2 blocks. But in China, they like, okay, it might not even be a block that I need. I might need a triangle. I might need a rectangle. I might need a circle. You
So
see
what
I'm
you're saying is they teaching us how to do math one way, and in other places they teaching them how to do math in multiple ways.
They teaching them not the math, they teaching them how to solve the situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We learning how to solve the problem. They learning how to solve the situation. This might not even be the right situation. What are the parameters of this situation? Whereas we given these parameters and we stuck in this box. 1 + 1 = 2. They're like, okay, 1 + 1 = 2, but 4 minus 2 = 2, and 5 minus 3 = 2. Which parameter is it? You see what I'm saying? It's man, I don't know. I might have went a little far because I'm a math dude. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I was finna say, hey, my next question. In high school, what was you known for?
In high school, I was known for football. You know what I'm saying? I was known for football and some other things I ain't gonna name. But I was known for football. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? When they called my name on news, they was like, Big Mike with the sack. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I always felt like I was gonna go to the pros and buy my mama a house. But you know what I'm saying? I injured my knee junior year, and then I had some old coaches that wasn't in my corner. You know what I'm saying? That didn't push me to the next level. Then I had some situations outside of football that caused me to, you know what I'm saying, falter. And football wasn't my path in life at that point. But I still wanted to buy my mama a house, right? You see what I'm saying? I still want to buy my mama this house. Even though my whole thing was I'm going to go pro and play football. I got straight A's in high school. You know what I'm saying? I tutor kids right now today. You know what I'm saying? I know differential equations. I know, you know what I'm saying, calculus. I know Pythagoras theorem. You know what I'm saying? I know bottom D top minus top D bottom all over the bottom squared. You know what I'm saying? That's the derivative of a factor that's divided. I know that. You know what I'm saying?
And who taught you all this?
I taught myself this because when I went to college, they ain't teach me. They just gave me a book and I had to sit down in a roach infested apartment and learn it so I could pass the class. See what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got another question, man.
Go ahead.
Age yourself by the name clothing brand that was popular in high school.
Kanai.
Called Kanai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to rock the Kanai. I used to rock the cross colors. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Kanai jeans. Our Kanai jeans, they pockets was big as hell, boy.
They was though. They was big as hell. We used to you know what I'm saying?
I know.
In them pockets. You know what I'm talking about?
On the real. Yeah. Hey, on the real. Let me see. Let me see. Get another good question for you. Hey, in school, who was one of your favorite teachers?
Damn, that's a good question. You know what's crazy? In high school, I didn't have no favorite teacher. You know what I'm saying? When I look back in grade school, my favorite teacher was Miss Branscombe. Because she was always trying to tell us, like, man, y'all young black men. But we was kids, so we was ripping and running like whatever, you know, cussing people out and stuff. But in high school, bro, believe it or not, I didn't have no favorite teacher. They all was white. They all was older. They all was trying to oppress us. Every single one of them. Unfortunately, Miss Reed was a music teacher. She used to tell us, like, man, y'all don't need to be doing this. But we looked at her like she was square because she was like an uppity black person. And we was hood. Like some of my homies used to come to the singing things and have bullet holes in their sweatshirts. You know what I'm saying? But looking back, Miss Reed was on point, but all the rest of them, they ain't understand. My favorite high school person was Miss Mary, the security guard, who used to let me come in and not be late. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Mary, the security guard was my favorite person in high school.
Okay. I got some more questions, man.
What you got, man?
In the last 90 days, how many books or audiobooks you checked out?
That's crazy. I ain't checked out none, but I did try to sign up for this like online read a book in, 15 days type of deal. But then they tried to charge me, so I didn't sign up for it. But I haven't read no books, bro, unfortunately. And I
Oh
need to.
man. Okay. Well, see, maybe that's why you're on the Fammission Podcast. They need to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, check it
Look,
out.
I already know, man, reading is fundamental. You know what I'm talking about? Everything you want is in the book. You know what I'm saying? I know
Hey,
that.
on to the mental. You know what I'm saying? On the
Yep.
real. Um, let me see. No, that's something like that. Let's see. Hey, would you rather live in 100 years in the future or 100 years in the past? In the past.
Man, look. So if I was 100 years in the past, that'd be 1923. That'd be the Great Depression. That'd be us black folks getting, you know what I'm saying, red, what's it called, Greenwood and all that. You know what I'm talking about? That'd be rough to live in, bro. That'd be rough to live in because, man, we ain't have no civil rights even then. So that would be rough. Now, 100 years in the future, I don't know what is going to come. So I had to say 100 years in the future. Because guess what? I would have outlived my life expectancy if I lived 100 years from now. That'd be 21, 23. I wasn't supposed to be alive then. So I would rather live in 21, 23. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
See, man, you ask the questions making me, it's thought-provoking questions. I know we done went way past the live cast, but we just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gonna go for the whole 45 minutes up in there.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
Before y'all see these burns on my wrist, that's hard working man burn. I'm an insulator by trade, so I burn myself all the time. See that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, man, that sweater kind of tight, man. I see the little.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you see that? Ain't too many in the world got that.
Nah, in the world, Craig. What is that? The gator? The Casa on the bike?
That's Lacoste and Netflix. You know, that's a collab between Lacoste and Netflix. I had to snatch that joint at the Lacoste joint. Ain't too many people got that. Hey, look, man, look. I'm at a situation where I'm about ready to step away from this old modern day slave ship. I like my job, you know what I'm saying, but I think I could do more on my own. So, you know what I'm saying? If the people out there feel like I can do more on my own, you know what I'm saying? Or y'all want to see me, you know what I'm saying, blogging, working out, and, you know what I'm saying, flipping my houses and doing all that, man, you know what I'm saying? Support the cause, man. Send the boys something at Big Miz CEO, you know what I'm saying? That's my cash app, Big Miz CEO. Send me something, you know what I'm saying? And
okay. So what do people can follow you at, man?
Man, y'all can follow me on Facebook. You know, I haven't got all the Twitter and all that just yet, but I'm on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, under my name, Michael Young. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me, check with me. I just be posting positive stuff here and there. A lot of black stuff. I hope y'all don't get offended, but I'm black, so deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real.
Hey, and
I like the content you put on there. It's deep.
What? Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm reaching a different avenue in my life. I'm always out here for the kids, touch and support the kids, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to support my cause, you know what I'm saying, which is Big Miz CEO. I'm CEO of all things. Y'all can donate at Big Miz CEO at Cash App, you know what I'm saying? And man, I give y'all a shout out, man. Go out the bam, send me such and such, such and such. Guess what? This is what I did with that. I'm not no phony cat. I'm 100 all the way across the board. I'm put it out there. I ain't scamming or none of that. I'm just letting y'all know I'm about to walk away from this, you know what I'm saying, modern day slave ship stuff. And I'm about to step into my own thing. You know what I mean? I got businesses. I got two, 3 businesses that I got going on. And if y'all need help, if y'all need work, hit me up on Facebook. I'll come through and, you know what I'm saying, work on your joint, help you out. That's what I'm all about. You know, that's what my mama taught me as a young one, was to help people, reach out, each one teach one, touch people, help people, you know what I'm saying, be righteous in everything that you do. So again, it's Big Miz CEO, you know what I'm saying, that Cash App, and man, let me know what y'all thinking, you know what I'm talking about. I might get modernized and give me some Twitter money. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Fight you, man, reach out to the people. Hey, what is something you had to unlearn?
Man, you know what I had to unlearn? I had to unlearn that I wasn't good enough. You understand? Because they teach us growing up that, man, we ain't supposed to be doing this. We're not supposed to be in this room. We're not supposed to be there. So when I walk into a room with a mayor, a senator, and a judge, I feel like I'm not supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's because that's what they taught me. But I've unlearned that, and so I walk right up to the judge like, yeah, remember when you sentenced me to 20 years? Ha, 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 pink, high five. You know what I'm saying? I walk up to the senator like, man, yeah, I know your daughter. Y'all live right around the corner from me. I grew up with your daughter. I went to kindergarten with her. Yep, high five. Boom. See what I'm saying? Like, we all people, bro. We all equal in God's eyes. So just because you got a title don't make you no better than me. You know what I'm saying? If you, man, that's what I had to learn, bro.
Oh, man. Hey, I got a couple more questions, man.
You
know what I'm saying? We got about 10 minutes left, so I got a couple more questions. Hey, if you had a 30-minute interview, and the interview is with, well, you got a 30-minute interview, you get to ask one question, and the interview is with God. What would you ask him?
Man, what I'm supposed to do right here? Understand me? Like, what you put me here for? What is my purpose? That's all I want to know. If you tell me, if God told me my purpose, then I follow that 100%. If God told me, man, your purpose was to pick up all the trash, then I'd be the best garbage man in the world. You know what I'm talking about? What did you put me here for? What is my purpose? That's what we all trying to figure out in this life. You know, what's our reason for being here? What are we supposed to be doing? You know? That's a deep question, though. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Where was you at 9/11, 2001?
Dang.
When the towers fell down.
You went back. You went back 22 years. So where I was at 9/11. A lot of youngins don't know nothing about 9/11.
I know. When the towers.
You know where I was at 9/11, bro? Real talk. I was at Grambling State. I was going to I was going to college at Grambling State, right? Man, I was in a music class. Everybody pages start going off talking about, man, they done bombed the Pentagon. They bombed the Twin Towers. So the music teacher sent us home. When I come back to my dorm, as soon as I open the door, look at the TV, my little brother watching CNN, the other plane hit the tower, bro. And you know what's so crazy? This is so crazy. This is the craziness of the world we live in. We can't even say it was planes these days. This is how crazy the world is, bro. We can't even say it was planes that hit the Pentagon. We can't even say it was planes that hit the Twin Towers. But all I know is when them joints blew up, that's where I was at. I was at Grambling State. They stopped school, you know what I'm saying? We went home. I opened up my dorm. The other tower blew up. You know what I'm talking about? And that was crazy. Like, it was like a movie. I'm like, man, what, they shooting a movie or something? Nah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. But these shorties, they're not, these shorties 22, 20, guess what? A shorty that's 21 wasn't even alive when that happened.
I know.
They ain't related with that. They like, that ain't related to them.
I know.
A shorty that's 23, they was in diapers when that happened. They have no understanding that happened.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so we gotta, it was crazy though. It was a crazy situation, but we gotta bridge that gap because not only 9/11, nigga, think about Rosewood or
Oklahoma,
Black Wall Street. You know what I'm talking about? We gotta bridge that gap. You know what I'm saying? It's only like 1 or 2 people alive left that when that happened. We gotta tell our kids that happened because that's real life. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, are you satisfied with the time you spent with your family?
Man, no, I'm not. Because
Damn.
the way this world works, we have to work to pay these bills. We have to be away from our families in order to pay these bills. Our kids grow up in a comfy house, but don't understand that I'm giving my time to pay for this comfy house. You understand? So then they don't understand me because they didn't get to learn me because we didn't have time to learn each other. You know what I'm saying? So then when I put them out in the world, they don't understand they daddy that, you know what I'm saying, made that situation possible for them to step out into this world. And it's all because we got to pay bills. Why in the world I got to pay for water, bro? Water comes from the sky and come out the ground. Why do I have to pay you $100 a month for water? Why do I got to pay for you to clean the water that I use $100 a month?
Nigga, they make us pay for the dirty water.
Yeah, no, but we got to pay for them to clean the water that we use. Why do I got to pay for lights when the sun give you all the energy you need for lights? The coal that y'all burning to give us lights come out the ground. So why I got to pay for lights when I can't even live in this house without lights? But I got to pay for it. You understand? But a kid that's 19, 20, 23 don't understand that. They just coming out the world and they had lights their whole life. I didn't have lights my whole life. In the summertime, we didn't have lights, bro. You understand? In the summertime, we just went without because it was warm enough to live in that mud. Right?
Yeah.
I ain't the only black person that don't live like that.
No.
No shot against my mama. She did everything she could for us. Bought me Jordan, bought me whatever I wanted. But sometimes she sacrificing them lights, didn't get paid. So we run an extension cord from my granddaddy house to our house so we had some lights. But why I gotta pay for that though? If I don't have that, then I ain't living, right? Yeah. If I don't have water, I ain't living.
Yeah.
So why I gotta pay to live?
Hey, I got another question, man.
Come on with it.
Who taught you how to drive?
Man, that's crazy. You know who taught me how to drive?
Who?
And you know, a cat would think it say their daddy, right?
Yeah.
My daddy let me spin the wheel one time when I was a shorty one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But my daddy ain't teaching me how to drive. The person who taught me how to drive was Clyde Johnson, my homeboy, because my mama would let him get the car, and then we would spin in the car the whole time. But I had a car, but she let him get the car because he had license. You know what I'm saying? He was older than us. So that's basically who taught me how to drive. You know what I'm saying? Because he get the car. I bought cars when I was 10 years old, 11 years old. I bought my first car from Mikey. The Buick. I bought my first car from Mikey when I was 11. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How much was it?
I think I gave him what? $300 or something crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker can't even get a pair of shoes for $300.
No, you can't even buy shoes for $300. But yeah, that was my first car. And we drove around everywhere. I had the tan minivan. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? The tan minivan, it was citywide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, you got me pouring out my whole situation, man. Look, man, let me talk this craziness. Hey, we need to get this money, man. Hey, empowerment, economic empowerment, you know what I'm saying? People growing up, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand how to spend money. People rather buy Jordans than buy a house.
Okay.
Buy a house before you buy a car. Buy a car before you buy clothes. Get you a job before you get some clothes. You understand what I'm talking about? Because if you don't do that, then what you doing? You just living out here for somebody to look at you. You can't maintain it though. You don't have a house. You don't have a car to get to work. You don't have a job to keep buying the things that you need to survive. I mean, come on, man. Come on, people. Let's do better. Let's do better. Let's do way better.
Yeah, do better. And the most important thing that you can invest in is a nice mattress and some nice shoes. Because you're gonna be on your feet working your ass off, and you're gonna have to get some sleep to get up and do it again.
The most important thing you can invest in is yourself.
Yeah, on the real.
Hey, go buy a little $5 mirror and look at yourself and say, "Self, I'm good enough. I'm strong enough. I'm winning. I'm great. I'm perfect, and I'm good." You know what I'm talking about? If I can't give you nothing else, then I give you that. Man, hey, man.
Hey, I love you, man. We already at 2 hours, man.
I know,
so
man.
I have to tell you, man. So, who else would you see would like to see on the future Fammission Podcast?
Man, you know who I like to see on the future Fammission Podcast? Barack Obama. Man, put him on the future Fammission Podcast so he can tell the black people, you know what I'm saying, what it was to be a black president. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: when a man locked up and you see grown men crying tears because there was a black president, because we never thought it would be. We never thought it would be. But you see grown men crying tears in prison, grown men that'll kill the next man. That mean that was a lot. A lot of people like to knock his legacy because they say he didn't do nothing for black people. But just the imagery in itself was a lot. I like to see Barack Obama on there. I like to see Michelle Obama on there. You know what I'm saying? I love to see, you know what I'm saying, Charleston White. Charleston White crazy than a mud, but I like to see him on here. You know what I'm talking about? I like to see, you know what I'm saying, people that's really moving and shaking, you know what I'm saying, for our culture. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, and before I go, because we already had 2 hours, man. I know everybody done tuned out by now.
Yeah.
But when it became our culture to kill each other? That's a question I'm posing to you, Joe. When it became our culture to kill each other? Because all you see on the Facebook is people up in guns and killing each other.
Because, you know, I this is what I think. I think because we seen people getting killed.
Yeah.
And when we got free to make a motherfucker do something, if they didn't do it, we'd kill them. We would say, shit, that's what the white folks was doing.
That is true.
But if you think about it, all this time, all this shit that's been going on, and slavery, they burning us, they throwing us off, all this shit. I always said this: why we ain't never turned back on their ass? And I came to this thought, right?
Yeah.
Because it's really not in our nature, bro.
It's not. It's not. And that's the reason why I posed the question, bro. When did it become our culture to harm each other? Like
because motherfuckers was just following, like they just following, doing.
Man,
I don't know what they do.
Man, look, people.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
People post things to where.
Well, what you saying?
So, you know, black people, the history of black people in the United States, they were looked at as less than. And part of that goes into the self-worth, like down in your DNA. And so, just like the white people were killing black people, it became normalized.
She said it became normalized.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. It almost became the cool thing to do. And
that's what
my other question is, when do we stop and reverse that? When do we look at that as stupid? Like, I mean, seriously, man. Like, man, I love my people, man. You know what I'm saying? I love my people. I still live in the hood, but I still have to protect myself because I already know, like, man, these shorties might look at me like, man, he on one, so I can come up off of him, right? That's stupid. That's stupid because you would gain more from talking to me and asking me how I got what I got. You would gain more from that than trying to take from me. But our culture tells us it's cool to go rob the next guy that got something. It's cool to go, if your enemy come to you this way, then you go murk them. You know what I'm saying? Not you go talk to him and say, man, why you disrespect me like that? What's the word? You go murk him because he disrespects you. You know what I'm saying? We don't fight no more. We just gonna murk you. If you start fighting, somebody pull out a gun and kill somebody. Come on, man.
No,
When that became our culture, bro?
no, you pull out a gun, and other people pull out cameras.
And record it. Ain't that the retardedest thing in the world? Instead of hiding for safety, people pull out cameras and record it and go world star.
You know what I hate? And I don't hear you say that a lot, but it's one thing I dislike is
What?
when I see people with their cameras like this,
Yes.
you hear them saying, "Somebody call the police."
But you got a phone in your hand. That's what I'm saying. Like, when that became our culture, bro, like people doing things for likes instead of doing things for what they're supposed to love. You're supposed to love the next person, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to treat the next person as if you would treat yourself. But
I have to tell you, bro, I love you, man, and you
man,
came
I
a
love
long
you,
way.
bro.
You came a long way, bro. A lot of people, they go to jail. They've been through stuff you've been through less stuff you've been through, and I applaud y'all, man. You and Lil Steve, man, and a lot of more guys that come from, and you came out on top and still doing it.
Well, I ain't got to where I'm going yet, you know what I'm saying? Because, man, you know what I'm saying, God got a whole lot more for me. But I absolutely commend what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? Because, it'd be tough, but I don't applaud myself a lot, but you know what I'm saying? I'm still growing, I'm still going. You know what I'm saying? But I just everybody is capable of doing everything. It's all in your mind. It's whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve, bro. Like, I look at you, bro, like you was a national podcast person. And you did that just off of, man, I'm finna make a podcast. You built a studio in the basement just off of, man, I want to make some music. And put microphones in the wall. Like, nobody understand that you had microphones sticking out the wall. And I came downstairs like, what, man? You got a boombox and 2 microphones. And made something happen, and built a whole studio. So, man, it's what you want to do. I know everybody done tuned out by now. We just chopping it up, me and you.
Yeah,
right
now we got a couple more people still on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you hear me? Word? What's up? That's my tag. Do you hear me? Word?
Yes, indeed. I'm proud of myself, man. I wrote a book, man. I wrote a book, and I talk about when self-discipline. I wrote a book, and you checked it out.
Hey, and I hope. And hey, look, let me say this though, and I hope you don't get mad at me for saying this, but my man's wrote a book, worldwide book, people buying all over the world, but couldn't even spell or read.
Man, I know that's what I'm telling you.
Come on, man.
I'm like, I wrote a book. I wrote a couple books when I couldn't even read a book. But this is what I found out though. It wasn't that I couldn't read.
It was that you didn't.
No, it was because I wasn't taught correctly.
Yeah,
see, a lot of people don't know how to do something, but they wasn't taught correct. It's not they don't know how to do it. It's no one ever taught them.
Hey, it's the avenues that we allow ourselves to be in. You understand?
And that's why I asked you.
But guess what? You done read more books than me. And I got my associate's degree. And you done read more books than me, bro.
Yeah, I you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You're right. It's your mind, because at that time my mind was focused on I wanted to know a lot. So I was picking up every book. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You put me on the book, I'm on it tonight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
There is no limit to what we can do, bro.
Yes, indeed. Hey, man, so I had to tell you, man, I appreciate you coming on, spend this 2 hours of power, man. I ain't gonna hold you up, because I know you're a busy person, and everybody, you know what I'm saying, we got a couple of people still online, but you know what I'm saying, I appreciate y'all coming to check out the podcast, man. Share it, like it, subscribe so you won't miss another video. This is my boy, Big Mike Young. You know what I'm saying? The Bone Crusher coming through, the CEO. You hear me, world? You know what I'm saying? Young Holmes. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man, Young Holmes and Associates. Young Young Homes LLC, Young Homes Trucking, you know what I'm talking about? Young Homes Empowerment for Young Men. I do all of that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm multifaceted. So like I said, if you want to contribute to what we do, what I do in this world, man, all you got to do is hit me up at Michael Young, Big Mid CEO, you know what I'm saying, on Cash App. That's all you got to do. You do that, and I guarantee your contribution won't go to waste. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm stepping out in a new avenue of my life to where I'm about to touch the whole world, the whole city trying to fight me. You know what I'm talking about? I provide low-income housing for people. I got healthcare homes for people, for special needs people. They can live in my homes. I got low-income housing for young ladies and young men who can't afford to live. You know what I'm talking about? I do all these things. I provide mentorship for these young men out here. Young man might be ready to bust you across the head with a bat, but I tell them not to. You understand what I'm saying? I got, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? But all these people in this city can do is try to stop me from doing these things I'm trying to do. And I promise you, I ain't trying to do nothing but help people. I promise you that part.
And we
all I'm trying to do is
appreciate that.
Yeah,
we appreciate that, man. Hey, before we get out, man, is there anybody you want to send a shout out to?
Man, I want to send a shout out to my homegirl Marquita. I love you. You know what I'm talking about? That's my boy Mikey. Mama, I love you. I love you, girl. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I want to send a shout out to my mama up there. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Man, miss you more than anything. You know what I'm talking about? I want to send a shout out to all my people out here that's just trying to make it and pushing and trying to make it better for themselves and their loved ones. That's my shout out. You know what I'm saying? Keep on doing what you're doing, because, you know, the things that they got set up, you know what I'm saying, you got to understand, and that's a whole nother podcast, but the things that they doing is not for our betterment. So you got to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just keep on pushing, keep on making life better for yourself. I love all y'all. Love, peace, and blessings to everyone, man. Do you hear me, world?
Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you coming on. And, man, enjoy the rest of your night, bro. Much love.
For sure, my guy. Love.
All right. Yes, indeed. Yeah, what's up? This your boy, Monty G from the Fammission Podcast. We just had Big Mike Young on the podcast. So, man, if y'all missed it, y'all can check it out. You know what I'm saying? If y'all came in late, you know, you can start it back on YouTube, Facebook. But, man, make sure you like and subscribe so you won't miss another video next Friday. Let's go.
We on the mission, family on the mission. We on the mission, family on the mission. We on the mission, family on the mission. We on the mission, family on the mission.